AJ's out walking the front of the ship, braving the wind. It is rather windy out there today. We're out on deck and I look over and there's a submarine. And I'm not sure that I've actually seen a submarine come up from the water before.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, clearly neither has this crew. I'm glad I'm not the only one. So we're getting closer to the island that you can see the Diamond Head here in the distance. We are not hiking Diamond Head. I know it's a really popular thing to do when on Oahu, but we were given advice for a different hike, so that is what we're going to venture off to today. Good morning and welcome to our Honolulu port day. Today is our second stop on this 10-night cruise from Vancouver to Hawaii. Yesterday we were in Hilo. Today we have all day in Honolulu. So we have pulled in. We should get the all clear around 8:30 a.m. and then we don't have to be back on board until 10 p.m. tonight. So we really have all day to explore. So if you are new here, hello, my name is Ivy. I'm sailing with my fiance AJ. And we are going to go to breakfast. We are going to go on a hike. And then we're going to do some of the typical tourist Waikiki Beach things. That's what we have on tap so far. I also have bookmarked some of Honolulu's signature food items. So some little treats that we're going to go out and get. Early this morning, we did get up and go to the top deck. There was a beautiful sunrise out of our window. We went to deck 10, watched us approach the island. We could see Diamond Head, and it was just a really beautiful, peaceful morning. We came back downstairs, got ready, and now we have about 15 minutes before we should be able to get off the ship. So we got lays as we got off the ship. When we get off the ship, I try not to wear anything that identifies us as being part of the cruise ship or Disney Cruise Line, but I couldn't say no to the lei. It probably won't last very long. I'll probably put it in the back of the car and then give it back to the island, maybe when we're on our hike. We've arrived in the Honolulu cruise port. We're ready for some island time. We're right out of the cruise port. They have the buses for all of the excursions. And you just walk along the side. The Aloha Tower is here. And then this side of the street is where rideshare is picking up. The opposite side of the street is where taxis are picking up. So since we have Hertz gold status or above, we can go straight over to the directory board and it'll tell us where we can pick our car from. Any of these cars in the President's Circle. There's no little SUVs. I was hoping for a small SUV today, but looks like we have a lot of Nissan Altimas. So we're across the street from Eggs and Things. AJ's going to figure out our parking situation, but I was very confused when I saw the public parking sign because this is the post office. But then we figured out the yellow spots are for the post office, the white spots are public parking. So found a parking spot. It's a little busy down here.
License plate.
So AJ scanned the QR code. We're gonna pay for 2 hours and it's $11. Ooh, Waikiki is getting pricey. We've arrived at Eggs and Things. We're gonna go check in. You can check in on the Yelp app to start your spot on the wait list. So we did that once we got within 5 miles of our location. We have been seated at Eggs and Things and I can't decide. I feel like I should have an omelet because you know how I feel about omelets in the morning, especially before hiking. But look at these pancakes they have. I'll probably end up with pancakes. Let's just be real. I'll look at these rainbow pancakes. They're macadamia nut pancakes with fruit, whipped cream, macadamia nuts on top. Oh, I'm so excited. AJ is so happy. Happy boy with his locomoco. Now, breakfast at Eggs and Things was really good. Don't get me wrong. I just think I picked wrong. I was really excited about the rainbow pancakes. They looked so delicious and they were good, but I think at the end of the day, I really wanted a savory item. It's one of the things that I love so much about Hawaiian food, and I think I would have loved that mixed with a breakfast item like an omelet. Next time, there is a location across the street from Alani's, so we will be back. AJ, though, loved his Loco Moco, ranked in the top rankings of all the Loco Mocos he's ever had. So we drove from Waikiki up to Manoa Falls. It was a 4-mile drive, but it took us almost a half an hour because of the wonderful downtown traffic. It costs $7 to park your car in the lot, but if you come, like anyone on the cruise ship, there's been people taking buses everywhere, and there's a bus stop maybe like a half a mile down the road. Super easy to walk up and get into the park for free. So we're gonna hike to the falls. It's about a 0.8-mile hike. We might do the continuation hike. We'll kind of see what it all looks like. I'm gonna switch over to the GoPro just so it's easier to walk around and hike in, because I'm not exactly sure of the terrain.
She puts on bug spray.
Yeah, I'm gonna put on some bug spray. It's very like tropical and lush, and the amount of bug spray they were selling when you paid to park your car made me go, I'm probably really gonna need some bug spray. So we bought this and brought it with us, and we'll switch on over to the other camera and head up. It is in here. Even if this was just the hike, I'd be content. So here's your shipping container. Yeah. So you walk through a shipping container to start the hike. Wow, just look how pretty it is. Man. We should have brought a sticker. I don't know a sticker of what. I have a lot of Cozy Cone Craft stickers. Should have brought that. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Right?
That's really like what it looks like. I bet you high noon is not the appropriate time of day to do this kind of hike, but it's okay. We've reached the point of the trail where it changes to bamboo.
Oh yeah, that was the archway.
Yeah.
Did we read about that we walked under?
Yeah. There are a lot of bugs.
Yep.
They're not getting on me as much as they're getting on AJ, but as soon as he stops moving, it's like bugs on him. So as we're going up, people are coming down, and there are these guys that are drenched shirts. And now I know I'm sweating, but like, it makes me scared for what's to come based on how sweaty some of them are. Now we go steep hill. It's great.
Great.
They were so loud.
I hear it, I don't see it.
It's straight up right there.
You're such a good bird. It's straight up.
It is.
Gotcha.
It's right there.
Yep.
So this is the throne made out of trees. Look at how pretty that arch is. Well, I'm not sure why I did my makeup today, because it is now all over my buff. But I am so glad that I had put this buff in my camera bag because I am sweating. This isn't a very hard hike. It's just a constant uphill and it's very humid out there. So,
Is that it? Shut up.
we're going up this hike, right? To these falls, right? I can't catch my breath because I can't stop laughing. How do you feel about these falls?
This is an awful lot of walking for a trickle. It's super, super pretty up here.
I know,
Don't get me wrong,
I
it's
know, I
gorgeous.
like it up here.
And I've really enjoyed this. I also don't feel the need to go much higher for that.
No.
I don't think getting closer is going to improve the view.
Oh, look at the dog. I miss my dog. Zuri would never. Well, we're back at the bottom. And AJ had a very interesting observation.
I can hear the water, but I can't see the water.
The water should be going through here, right in yonder. And he goes,
You know, the fact that I can hear but not really see any water flowing through here should have told me that there's nothing coming off the waterfall right now. And Ivie said,
it's a great observation after we've done the hike. I mean, it was still pretty, and I'm glad we did it. And,
absolutely.
And I enjoy it like this.
Oh, this
I mean,
is
I could have
gorgeous.
just walked to here.
This is what Ivie expected when I said we were in Hawaii. She's always expected this to be what all of Hawaii looks like.
Well, yeah, why would I expect anything else? So when our first trip was into Maui, I was like, why is it so dry? I would also like to note it is 1 o'clock and there is plenty of parking. When we pulled up at noon, we had to wait for a spot. I do feel like this would be great in the morning when it's still really cool out. So we drove down from the hike, took us about 15 minutes to get to Leonard's. We pulled up and AJ goes, there's a line out the goddamn door. Yeah. It's a popular place to stop.
We'll report back if it's worth the line out the door. I feel like it is.
There's a couple different locations though. This one just worked out for our travels today. Here's some info on the malasadas. This is the menu. We have the original, stuffed. We're gonna get a few of each. They also have all the Leonard's merch you could want. The mug is really cute, but I only need so many coffee mugs this trip. Fresh out of the fryer. These are so warm. Whoop,
So hot.
almost fell. Well, that one's the salted caramel.
Yep, obvious.
The macadamia nut and the coconut are going to be a little hard to tell
They're gonna
apart.
look the same.
And then one has no filling.
We'll be able to feel that.
Yeah. So, I got hand me a napkin. I got one original, which means there's no filling. So it is just a fried ball of dough with sugar on the outside.
Which I just feel like you can't go wrong with fried dough with sugar.
Can't go wrong. Classic.
So you can see on this one where the salted caramel's coming out. Oh, look at that. Mm-hmm, yeah. Oh my god. Yo. Oh yeah.
I don't normally like cream stuffed donuts, but that's pretty tasty. Ooh, that was messy. Okay. You think this one's coconut?
I tried the cream from both of them, and I'm pretty sure this one was coconut.
Uh-huh.
Is it coconut?
There's sunscreen in my malasada. Yeah. Try it.
Okay, yeah,
It's like a sweet coconut cream.
it is.
AJ doesn't really like coconut.
I don't mind it. I don't like the texture of raw coconut, but I don't mind coconut flavor. That means this is the macadamia nut.
It's a lot of cream.
Yeah.
I think the macadamia nut one is the one that tastes the most artificially flavored.
I would agree. I think the salted caramel was my favorite by far.
Plain for me. But I'm boring like that. Okay. I'm going to save the rest of those. On to the next stop. Well, our next stop on our Honolulu food tour is Rainbow Drive-In. So we got a plate of some barbecue pork, side of coleslaw, side of macaroni salad. Smells delicious. So Rainbow Drive-In was like one of the things that I was really looking forward to because it's just like old school, classic Hawaiian food, built in 1961 to just create affordable food for the working class as the landscape of Waikiki changed. And it did not disappoint. AJ and I shared the barbecue pork platter, and it was quite tasty. So we just parked at a mall. I don't really know where we are, but AJ found somewhere for us to park down by Waikiki International Marketplace. That is where we are. And while I'm having a nice time at the time that we have here in Honolulu, I don't feel like I ever have to come back to Waikiki. Like, ever. We stopped in the Starbucks Reserve on our way to go get coffee somewhere else, but we had to come in and check their merch. So we picked up the Hawaii mug when we were on the island of Hawaii. We got some more of the cups that we had last time, and then they have a Waikiki mug. So grab that, and then AJ grabbed the Honolulu Reserve mug. But AJ just scored. AJ had 400 stars.
Save your stars, kids.
So we got $20 off towards merchandise.
Yeah.
Look at that. My mug was free. So we've reached the Rodeo Drive of Waikiki. There's Harry Winston, Fendi, Valentino. It's just a weird place. So we went into Island Vintage Coffee. I got the Island Latte, which is a macadamia nut latte and with like hints of coconut. It is delightful. It only comes in a 16 ounce and I'm sad about that because it's going to be gone soon. And it's delicious. Well balanced, little notes of coconut and macadamia nut. It's like the perfect like Hawaiian blend coffee. But then AJ found this nice little quiet spot for us to come and sit, part of the outdoor mall area.
Here at the Royal Hawaiian Center.
Royal Hawaiian Center is where we are. But what's nice is like Waikiki is not quiet. It's been like the streets are busy and the people are interesting. There are some characters out on the street. So to find a nice spot to sit and enjoy our coffee. It is 3:30 now. We don't have to be back on the ship until 10, but I think we're only going to stop in one or two more spots over here before we go back to the airport to drop off our rental car. From the back of the mall, we walked through the Sheraton to get over to the beach and see Waikiki Beach, Diamond Head in the distance. The water is very pretty.
See the man with the sand to see it always be. No one knows how it goes, and it seems like it's all to me. So don't
Well, we had a wonderful afternoon at Maui Brewing Company. It was happy hour, so AJ got a pog seltzer. We got some garlic fries. It was a whole $11. Cheapest thing we've done in Honolulu all day.
I got to listen to live ukulele music.
Yeah, it was great.
It was a chill vibe. I liked it.
Great cup, like what we were there for about an hour. Now we're walking through
International Marketplace.
the big banyan tree. So pretty. And we are headed back towards the car with a quick stop at Honolulu Cookie Company for some treats. AJ also bought a 6-pack at the brewery because you can take beer and wine on board at each stop. So he did that also. We knew parking would be pricey, but parking was $20. And we were here for, what, 2.5 hours?
Something like that.
So.
Hey, it was the only expensive thing really today. The hike was $7.
Yeah.
We found little local affordable spots for us to eat. Happy hour was affordable.
Totally. But in the grand scheme of the day,
Yeah.
you know, everything adds up. So I'll have to do a little check. As to what we spent. I mean, our rental car was only $40. So I think it was $42 today, $38. I'll have to look. But it was really affordable today for the rental car. The Uber to get to the rental car, on the other hand, cost half of the rental car.
Now, to be fair, we could have looked for street parking.
Yeah.
We just chose the convenience of a parking garage. And
There was street parking along the water, by the apartments.
Yeah.
We would have had to walk a couple of blocks. So yeah, we did.
We chose convenience.
We paid for convenience, and we were talking to a local earlier today, and he was like, just pay for the parking wherever you go. You have one day. Don't spend your time looking for a parking spot. Fair advice. Super easy. We just pulled up. They're emailing us our receipt, and now we can go. Super, super fast. Back at the airport, dropped off the rental car, walked through the terminals to find the ride share. Little spot right here, lobby 8. Taking our lays over to leave them with the island. We were gonna leave them on our hike today, but we forgot them. So terrible. So here they stay. They'll be safe. Thank you. After our day on the island, I went to the locker rooms in the spa and the gym area to use the shower. This is one of my favorite things to do on the ships because you get more room and it is just so much more comfortable than the showers in the stateroom. Plus, they have LMS products in here. Easy. Hi, Donald. How are you today? Did you enjoy the island? Oh, you went swimming? Yes. Get some sun, some rays, laid out. After our day out on the island, we came back to the ship, took a few character photos, had a nice dinner in the dining room, and then we really passed out and went to bed. We were really tired after 2 days at port. I think there's such a difference of a nice relaxing sea day and then all of a sudden being at port with things to do and running around the islands that we were just exhausted by the end of each day. But we'll see you guys tomorrow. We are headed to Kauai and really excited to do some more island hopping with all of you.